let's take a look inside the king of rock and roll's jewelry collection. The man didn't just sing about being the king, he wore it loud and proud. With custom rings, necklaces and bracelets, his collection is a big deal that compares to his bold moves on stage. If you love bold style and stories behind iconic accessories, you're in for something special. Gold and diamond TCB ring. Now let's start with the piece that has some serious star power. This ring was a symbol of style, charisma and rock and roll attitude. It is made from 14 karat gold and it features the iconic TCB logo, which stands for taking care of business. It also has a luxurious diamond sprinkle that makes it even fancier. Elvis himself wore it proudly, making a statement wherever he went. He rocked that piece at the unforgettable Madison Square Garden concert in 1972 and his historic tours in Las Vegas. He also wore this ring to prestigious events like the grand opening of the International Hotel in Las Vegas and the filming of the Aloha from Hawaii concert. On a fun note, did you know that Presley once gifted his original TCB ring to his close friend J.D. Sumner back in 1975? He was so generous with his gifts, spreading his love for luxury among his inner circle. Presley made sure Sumner received the original ring before hitting the road on tour with his father, Vernon. In a clever move, he had a replica made to replace the original, keeping Vernon clueless about the swap. Fast forward to today, and the TCB ring has found its way to the hearts of many luxury collectors, fetching a whopping sum of $440,625 in a recent auction. Lionhead ring. When Elvis Presley wanted a ring, he didn't go for simple. His choice for statement rings set the stage for his Lionhead ring, a bold piece that screamed confidence. This ring was made of 18 karat gold and featured a lion's head design, with diamonds adding extra shine. The diamonds weighed around 2 carats, making this piece as eye-catching as it was meaningful. Elvis loved lions for their power and loyalty, and this ring reflected just that. Elvis was often seen wearing this ring during his Las Vegas performances in the 1970s. Fans lucky enough to be in the audience at the International Hotel couldn't miss it as he gestured dramatically on stage. It became a part of his iconic look, paired with his jumpsuits and flashy belts. He also wore it at meet and greets with fans, adding a personal touch to his larger-than-life charisma. After his passing, the ring found its way to an auction. In 2022, it was sold for $35,000. Considering its history and the connection to the king of rock and roll, it was a piece fans couldn't resist bidding for. Now, the ring is likely in the hands of a collector or an Elvis superfan, cherished not just for its materials, but for its connection to music royalty. It's a costly reminder of Elvis's style and how he knew how to make a statement with everything he wore. Cross pendant. Now, let's talk about this cross pendant that was recently sold for a whopping $32,000 in 2022. Can you believe $32,000 in 2022? Can you believe it? Let's go into the details of this luxurious piece. First off, let's look into the materials used in this luxurious pendant. The cross is made of solid 18 karat gold, giving it a rich and luxurious look. The diamonds that adorn the cross are of the highest quality, with a brilliant sparkle that catches the light in the most mesmerizing way. Together, the gold and diamonds create a piece that is truly one of a kind. The design of this cross pendant is absolutely breathtaking. The detailing of the cross itself is expertly crafted, with each diamond carefully set to perfection. The overall aesthetic is elegant and timeless, making it a piece that will surely be passed down through generations. Let's get into why this particular pendant fetched such a high price. The quality of the materials used is a major factor. It features about 18 karat gold, and its diamonds are of exceptional clarity and color too. But what really sets this pendant apart is its rarity and exclusivity. Pieces of this caliber are not mass-produced, they're often custom-made or limited edition, making them highly sought after by collectors and connoisseurs. The combination of its quality, craftsmanship, and exclusivity is what drove the price of this pendant to $32,000. It's no wonder that this piece got so much attention at auction. The joy of owning a piece of jewelry that is not only stunningly beautiful, but also a valuable investment is irresistible to many. Diamond EP Initial Ring. This ring features Elvis's initials EP in glittering diamonds. The attention to detail in this ring is absolutely stunning, showcasing the high level of quality and luxury that Elvis was known for. What's even more fascinating is the story behind this ring. It was custom made for Elvis himself, serving as a symbol of his success and blooming career. Wearing this ring was like wearing a piece of music history on his finger, a constant reminder of his incredible impact on the world of entertainment. This ring recently went up for auction and fetched an impressive $28,000. That's a hefty price tag for a piece of jewelry, but when you consider the significance of this ring and its connection to one of the most legendary musicians of all time, it's easy to see why collectors were willing to pay top dollar for it. So, what makes this ring so special? Well, aside from its association with Elvis Presley, the Diamond EP Initial Ring is a work of art in its own right. The design is timeless and elegant, with a classic style that will never go out of style. Elvis was spotted with this ring during a White House visit with President Richard Nixon in 1970, though it was part of a larger collection of flashy accessories he donned that day. Omega Elvis Presley Watch. Let's start by taking a closer look at the design of this exquisite watch. It was a gift from RCA Records in 1961 to celebrate Elvis selling 75 million records. The watch features a sleek stainless steel case with an elegant black dial that perfectly complements the dazzling diamonds that encircle it. The details on this watch are truly exceptional, from the polished hour markers to the iconic Omega logo at the 12 o'clock position. This piece stands out with the 44 brilliant cut diamonds placed around its bezel. Let's talk about the functionality of the watch. This watch is not just a pretty face, it's also a high-quality timepiece with precision Swiss quartz movement that ensures accurate timekeeping. Elvis loved this watch. He was often seen wearing it during press events and photo shoots in the early 1960s, making it a small but sparkling part of his rock and roll wardrobe. Fans say he even wore it to a party where he mingled with Hollywood royalty, proving he could shine brighter than any diamond on his wrist. Years later, this watch made waves again, but not in a recording studio. In 2018, it was sold at a Phillips auction for $1.8 million, setting a record for the most expensive Omega watch ever sold. Diamond-encrusted microphone pendant. Did you know Elvis Presley owned a microphone-shaped pendant completely covered in diamonds? It was made from 18-karat white gold and covered with over 1,200 diamonds, making it a true statement piece. This pendant represented Elvis's connection to the stage and his unforgettable music career. Elvis famously wore this pendant during the Aloha from Hawaii concert in 1973, a performance that made history as the first concert broadcast via satellite to a global audience. It wasn't just an accessory for him. It symbolized the passion he poured into his music. Fans could see it shining under the stage lights, adding an extra touch of magic to his performance. Fast forward to 2016, and the iconic piece was auctioned off to a private collector. The final bid was a total sum of $1.5 million. That's the kind of value attached to something so closely tied to the king of rock and roll. Today, the pendant is likely stored safely in a private collection, admired by a lucky owner who understands its significance. Giant Gold Medallion Necklace. Elvis Presley's giant gold medallion necklace is one of the most talked about pieces of his jewelry collection. It's a solid 22-karat gold piece featuring a medallion design with diamond embellishments. This necklace screamed personality and flair. Elvis famously wore it to events like his 1970 meeting with President Richard Nixon and his Aloha from Hawaii concert in 1973, where it added that extra edge to his bold, iconic looks. This piece reportedly weighed over a pound, making it a true statement accessory. It wasn't just the gold that made it stand out. The diamonds were carefully embedded to catch the light at every angle, turning heads wherever Elvis went. At the time, the necklace was valued at an estimated $100,000. Adjusted for today's inflation, it would cost a fortune. After Elvis's passing in 1977, the necklace became part of the Presley estate and has since been displayed at Graceland. Fans from all over the world visit to see this symbol of Elvis's extravagant lifestyle. In recent years, there have been discussions about auctioning off some of his iconic possessions, but this necklace remains in the Graceland collection, where it continues to draw attention. The Tiger Man Pendant. Elvis Presley's Tiger Man pendant is loaded with personal meaning. It's a solid gold tiger-shaped pendant adorned with gemstones, including diamonds and emeralds that give it an extra pop of color and detail. This pendant was inspired by his nickname Tiger Man, which he earned during his intense karate training in the 1960s. Elvis wasn't shy about showing it off. He famously wore it during the filming of his 1973 television special Elvis, Aloha from Hawaii. The pendant matched his personality and added an unforgettable touch to his white jumpsuit. It's said that this pendant weighed close to a pound, and the gemstones totaled over 15 carats. The piece was custom-made for Elvis, with the design emphasizing his love for tigers, a symbol of strength and courage in the karate world. At the time, this one-of-a-kind pendant was valued at $40,000. In 2015, it was auctioned off by a private collector for $245,000, making it one of the most expensive Elvis memorabilia sold. Black Sapphire Ring. The ring features a stunning black sapphire stone surrounded by 14 diamonds, all set in 14-karat yellow gold. The ring was one of Elvis's favorites, often seen on his hand during his performances and public appearances in the 1970s. The black sapphire, known for its deep, rich color, is elegantly complemented by the diamonds, making it stand out as a truly unique piece. The craftsmanship of the ring speaks volumes about Elvis's taste for exquisite items that carried a strong sense of individuality. In 2020, the ring was auctioned by Cruise GWS Auctions. It sold for $30,000, a price that highlights its value not just as a luxurious item, but as a part of Elvis's legacy. The ring also symbolizes Elvis's flamboyant personality and his love for statement jewelry. It wasn't just about the materials, but the energy and confidence it exuded. Owning such an iconic piece is like holding a small piece of Elvis in your hand. Diamond Horseshoe Ring. Elvis Presley's golden diamond horseshoe ring is a piece of jewelry with a story that matches his style. Elvis Presley's golden diamond horseshoe ring was originally custom-made for him by renowned jeweler Lowell Hayes. Hayes was Elvis's go-to for many of his signature jewelry pieces, and this ring was no exception. The ring has a bold horseshoe design, and it's studded with diamonds that make it stand out. Made of 14-karat yellow gold, it wasn't just an accessory for Elvis. It was one of those pieces you'd rarely see him without. What makes this ring so special is not just its design, but the meaning behind it. Horseshoes are often associated with good luck, and for Elvis, it was a statement piece that reflected his charm and confidence. He loved it so much that it became a signature item in his jewelry collection. In August 2022, the ring went up for auction at GWS Auctions as part of the Elvis Presley jewelry collection. It fetched an incredible $204,800, breaking records at the time. The price highlights its importance not just as a luxury item, but as a piece of history connected to one of the greatest entertainers of all time. The ring is a perfect example of how Elvis used his personal style to make an impact. It wasn't just about wearing something valuable. For him, it was about making a statement that reflected who he was. The gold and diamond horseshoe ring remains one of the most iconic pieces from his collection, adored by collectors and fans around the world. That's a wrap on some of Elvis's jewelry collection. If you're curious why so many of his pieces were auctioned, It's mainly because items from Jimmy Velvet's collection and other estates tied to Elvis's life were put up for sale. Plus, the Elvis movie brought a fresh wave of interest in anything connected to the king. It was the perfect time for collectors to cash in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our future videos.